Report to Boscarin. Listen, Biscotti. There's some weird stuff going on around here. So is there aught to be found in the wood? What'd you come to? Garleans, in this part of the Twelfth Wood. First Sylphs and now Garleans, and all at the same place. It cannot be mere coincidence. Might the Garleans be following the Sylphs, tracking them or giving chase, mayhap? Alright, why am I not streaming? According to this, I am streaming. Okay, why are you saying I'm not streaming then? Okay, well this says I am streaming, so...
Huh. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, whoa. These are heavier than the ones we use for our computer.
That's correct.
I just noticed.
There's a lot more in it. Unless some gilded let him through. Someone who knew where the spires stand and where the whalers watch. A Gordanian trader. This Garen has more work for a willing adventurer. Glad you've come, friend. There's something I want to talk to you about. You know, I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst, someone who's aiding the Garleans. I'm thinking we may have identified our suspect. There's a regular of mine who used to dine on thin soup and sip his pint on account of not being able to afford another. But of late he's been taking to ordering my best, finest wines and the finest cuts of meat I can lay my hands on. Were he a merchant, I'd probably think nothing of it, but this lad's a wood whaler. Thank you, love.
You're welcome.
Well, wood whalers don't earn that kind of coin. By chance, I was musing on where the money was coming from when you first told me about the Garleans in the forest, and I couldn't help putting the two and two together. Suffice to say, a whaler's working for the Empire, and none of us are safe. The lad I'm talking about goes by the name of Laurentius. Last I heard, he was in the South Shroud. Find him, Pieter, and if he is up to no good, put an end to it. And him, if it comes to that. Sure, why not? Quest accepted. Olafat is worried about Boscarin in light of recent events. He heard of the Garleans in the wood got old Boscarin beside himself with worry. So I came up with a bit of an idea, I did. Seems as you heard, there's a place near here, where the poachers and other manner of scum gather. And no friends to Gardania, to be sure. But they've even less love for Garlemald. So I got to thinking, why not ask him to keep an eye on any of the Garleans in the wood? Enemy of me enemies and all that. I'm not supposed to get up there. Could you not curve in the air, please? The Scarin is worried about Garleans in the wood, is he? Then the situation must be dire. Very well, I'll see to it that the Imperials are watched with a close eye. By the by, you're the bear making a name for himself of late, are you not? It is good to finally put a face to the name.
Did he just sink down?
Vanished into the wood. Laurinaitis. Can you not see I'm on patrol? Be gone. If you have any business with the whalers, take it to the barracks. Not long now. They think patrol routes and the rations was fetched a price. Not more than I deserve, though. Tis little wonder the Empire's risen to such heights. If only the whalers paid the men their worth. You! What did you? How long have you? Help! 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 Please! See, the bad news for you, friend. I'm actually effective. How did you... You could... I know nothing. I was on patrol. Yeah, he just appeared. I thought you were working with the Garleans. Uh-huh. Let's go speak to the Wasp before we leave this area. Ah, the other side. Got it. Garleans in the wood. Bascan would not lie of such things. Nor, I think, would you. Worry not, the wasps are watching. Tell me, are you the conjurer rumors speak of? I suspected as much. Many wasps were looking forward to the day they crossed paths with you, myself included. Until then, friend. So, how's the hospitality of our enemies? Left a sour taste in your mouth, did it? Pity, that. They've no respect for land or law, but they're not without their uses. Now they know who you are, and that you ain't scared of them. Your name's been getting known of late, for better or worse. A lot of folk talking a lot of interest in you. Though I thought it best if you went looking for them instead of them come looking for you. Can't carry any more items. Oh my lord. Buy my crap. I've got so much of it. Uh-huh. What's up, Laurentius? Yep, let's go. How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you imagine I've done? Enough! Enough, I say! This is only going to get worse if you keep fighting. It's over then. I sold maps and rations to the Empire. It was I meant no harm, I only wanted the coin. The whalers are good. Strong. I was proud to join their ranks. Am proud. But they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, duty, but in the end, it is those whose money do... those with money who will do as they will, who live as they will. So I sought the opportunity to change my fortunes and took it. All I've done for money. Endangered myself, my home, everything, everyone I love. But my actions have put your life in danger, too. Ha ha! Though you do not realize how much. Bloody idiot. You imagine you had cornered me. It is not I who was cornered, but you. Garleans, I brought the Vieira bastard. Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so deluded as to believe they can challenge the power of Garlemald? You would need a veritable mountain of gil to fund such an endeavor. Such is the cost of fighting great power, or of making it, or of remaking it, as we will with Gridania. Uh-huh. So by way of it. So that's the way of it. Swiped your hard bunk for the barracks for a feather-bedded Garlemald, did ye? You there, Vieira. You stand here, old busk swish, no? Then do not stand alone. fight to Buscarin's went one, and the krill flies with lightning. How? Why? You still have no allegiances? So this is to be my end. How has it come to this? Duty complete. We all allied to fight them off the land. Impossible. How did you best the Empire's finest, and with bandits and poachers at your side? They're our sworn enemies. They're your sworn enemies. Why do they fight with you and not against you? But I know the answer too well. Buscarin, this is his doing. His words are wont to inspire men to act, better men than I. Gods, what have I become? What have I done? I am sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies, no more bribes. I will go to the Order of the Twin Adder and confess my crimes. There's something I would like you to tell Buscarin. Tell him Laurenatius, the fool, says thank you. I feel as though a veil has been lifted from before my eyes. No longer synced. Highest ranking possible. Laurenatius confessed to his crimes. I just had word from the Twin Adder. Seems he marched straight into the nest and gave himself up. The lad had quite a life, you know. His mother was killed by a brigand when he was only small. As a young man, he joined the Whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gridanians the misery he'd had growing up. Trouble is, protecting Gridania is too big of a job for one man, and he came to believe he couldn't make a difference. That it was all hopeless. There are few things more dangerous than desperation, and the man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glitter of coin. I reckon he thought if he couldn't change his life, couldn't change the lot of his fellow man, he might as well change his own. Thing is, he was making a difference, just not on his own. Somehow he'd failed to grasp one simple truth. And those things we cannot do alone, we must do together. He asked you to thank me, did he? Well, there's good in him yet, then. I just hope, then, that the Adder's Nest will be able to see it. What he's done ain't easy to forgive. I'd like to think he'd be afforded a chance to make some kind of amends. Let us leave fate to the 12. I have other news for you, Pieter. The Sylph Elder's been found. It's taken us a fair old while. We've finally gotten our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend. Ahem. His name is Frixio, and he's the eldest among the sylphs of Little Solace. Long has he represented his kind in dialogue with the Gredanians. Yes, he's like a bridge between us and them. A small leafy green bridge that we can't find at the moment. And bridges aren't no use if you don't know where they are. And that's why it's so important that we find him. Don't know what's going on with that voice. There's an abandoned dungeon called the Thousand Maws of Toto Rock here in the South Shroud. 'Twas the entrance to the place where Frixio was seen, and not long ago, neither. If you hurry, I reckon you'll find him. Walking ones, please help this one. This one needs help. Help needs help to help Elder One. Poor Frixio, poor Frixio. Whoa. Hold your chocobos. Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong, nice and slow. Elder One went to Totorak, but has not returned. This one is worried, so very worried. And you're right to be. The place fair crawls with nasties, wanting to make a meal of anyone daft enough to wander in. What in the seven hells is he thinking, entering that bloody death trap? Elder One has no choice. Imperial ones are chasing Elder One. Please, walking ones must help Elder One. Help Elder One now. Duh. If fate conspires against us, forgive my pragmatism, but Frixio is our best hope of reaching our accord with the sylphs. Were we to lose him, all of our efforts thus far would have been for naught. I'll tend to her wounds. Ida, make haste to the Adder's Nest and request assistance. Understood. Pieter, go to 1,000 miles of Toto Rock and see that Frixio comes to no harm. Peace between man and sylph rests upon your success. Quest accepted. Alright, I'm gonna have to sell some crap here. Turn that hide into some hard leather. I wanted to get rid of it. Hello, how you doing, Chimera? This Chimera? I think that's how you say that one. Probably responded too late. Unfortunately, my monitor is farther away than usual, so I wasn't able to see it in time. Darn.
He's synthesizing.
Yeah. No, they said something like 10 minutes ago, probably. I didn't see it because it was too far away. Shame I can't have the streaming window up where I can see what's going on my screen. Like, I can either see who's speaking to me or I can play the game. It won't let me do both.
He's still there.
Oh, you're still here! Hi, Discamera! Welcome! Okay. Well, thank you for hanging around while I didn't notice you were there. By order of the Elder Seedseer, the dungeon known as the Thousand Maws of Totorak have been placed under the control of... What? The Sylph Elder's inside? And you're sure of this? How in the seven hells did he manage to sneak by? God strike me down for a poor blind fool. You must find the Sylph Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to Totorak is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray, assemble a rescue party and enter as soon as you're ready. Thousand Maws of Totorak are now accessible. They're probably acceptable too. Party of NPCs. Let's go. Meds. All right. Let's finish the mission. I do have a phone. I don't have it up with Discord. I suppose I could do that. That's a thought.
Wouldn't that be, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to download that and see if I can get that gun.
Thanks for the suggestion.
That is a good suggestion. Thank you. That may be my monitor moving forward. Okay. Hey. All right. I do need to mute this. Echo. Okay. Echo. Okay. Lovely. Yes. Lovely. Yes. Okay. I just muted my entire phone. All right. We'll use that.
Except for the media notifications, right?
I've muted everything, Anna.
Ah.
I can figure it out more later. Well, that seems kind of poorly designed, but okay. Well, I'll figure that out later when I'm not live trying to do this. That'll work better than this. So I'm gonna close stuff on the PlayStation. The best way for me to stream is streaming on PS5, but unfortunately, that has been something that I have not got set up at the moment. Okay. Go away. There we go.
Trying to get it to go to sleep.
Yep. Didn't want to. Okay. Set this right here, and that's my solution for right now. Okay. It's definitely better than what I was doing before. So I'm going to guess Rama is at the end of this particular battle, not having done it before. Because they've talked about Rama being their god, so to speak. I don't know what they call that exactly. Not elemental. Essentially functional like a god. Prison Carrick. Need to arrive at a confession chamber. There. Another gun in there. Near the confession chamber. Kills healers the starting roll. Yep. I did this because the waifu was doing DPS. And I thought, oh, okay. That way we can do stuff together. There's sense not me them doing it. But if we were to... Okay, I need to stop tripping. Hey! No longer sealed. Go team. Nighthawk visor. Yeah, before I went in there, I sold a whole bunch of stuff that I maybe would have liked to have kept because, well, I knew I was going to be out of space. Really need to give some stuff to my retainer, but not quite there at the moment. Dude. Having to figure like how to switch targets is kind of difficult. I'm sure it actually isn't difficult, I'm just not used to it. Dungeon ceiling, huh? That's the wrong way. This is the right way. Oh boy, prison pudding. That sounds lovely. Doesn't make sense that the prison pudding would attack you, though. Prisoner's Delight? What the crap is that? Apparently prisoners really like the mushrooms around here. It's the shrooms, man. Okay, yeah, it's dead. Yeah, I'm a pretty aggressive healer class. I'm not sure if that's the way you're supposed to do it, but that's how I do it. I figure if there's no more enemies, it's easier to survive. Both new, yep. I've played a ton of Final Fantasy, and this is my first time actually getting into Final Fantasy XIV. And, you know, it's funny because I've had friends that begged me to play this forever. And I had been so burned by MMORPGs for so long. I was like, yep, I have no interest in doing an MMORPG. Ever. Heal the DPS more often than they heal in this game. Yep. It's good, though. Means I'm doing it right. Krill of Ninetails, huh? The Fool's Rest. Oh, that wasn't what I was trying to heal. Every job is a DPS. But the tanks are DPS that have damage mitigation and large HP. Healers are DPS that heals. And the DPS are DPS that mainly worry about themselves. Fair. Yes, waifu chose DPS, which is why I was like, alright. I'd best do something that would keep her from dying. I had initially chosen tank. And there's an online streamer that I follow, and he was like, "Yep, their team has all these tanks that are in there. That's part of their. I think they're called free companies in this game." And he's like, "Yep, we got like a jillion tanks." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, then I'll do heal that one." Dang, man, you're already hurting. Might. I do enjoy the pun game on this game. That's wrong button. Arrive at the abdication chamber? Alright. Sure. Oh, there's a whole lot of eggs. That's concerning. You hear the faster queue times for duties. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Hello, waifu. Alright. Stop dying, bro. Go ahead and order some food if you'd like. I would prefer lunch, but if you want to get a place that has both, you can order breakfast and I can get some lunch. Queue times aren't so bad for DPS anymore thanks to the duty support system and adventure squadrons filtering out some of the excess DPS players. Nice, there you go. Hello. Delicious prison pudding.
What in the world?
Watch out, it bites. Well, and of course, I would just assume never do any of the duties at all if I could help it. Which is why I'm doing this run with, NPCs. I'd be willing to hang with the wife. I'd be fine with that. She'd just assume not worry about it. Man, you are getting rocked, bro. Yeah, what I like about this game is precisely that it doesn't feel very much like an MMORPG. MMORPGs always feel like they're designed to waste my time, to force me to play more. And this doesn't feel like that, which is why I like it. Although it does waste quite a bit of time anyway. But it doesn't feel like it has just zero respect for the player's time, like most of the RPGs I've ever played feel like. Yeah, that'd be fun. Does have some FOMO treadmill and post game. If you end up interested in doing those post game. FOMO treadmill. I'm gonna stop following the treadmill and instead just focus on clearing legacy content. Yeah. Yeah, I have no interest in the treadmill.
Darkness.
Uh-oh. I'm here for the lore, pretty much.
Elko Hitra Buglo Hans. Sistakon Rajiador. Thagon Welrog. Tosan Opaiki. Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest cruel tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God.
Oh, who's that one then?
Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The Dark Minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes. Yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
guy looks like a might troublesome.
Feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Unfortunately, since we have lunch coming a little bit early, I may stop early today. I am going to definitely beat this dungeon first. I'm also going to be gone for a bit tomorrow as well. So everyone has told me that this game really gets good once you finish the main quest, like the main story.
Really?
Yep. It's like the game really isn't good until you get through Realm Reborn, and then all the good stuff starts. In fact, several Legacy players have told me what I really should do is just like rush the main game if I can. Disagree with it. With AR being the worst part. Okay. Endwalker's been a drudge. No. Not knowing. I have no idea. There we go. The majority of the active player base agrees. Don't think the majority of the active player base agrees with you. Don't take it as a warning or anything. Yeah. Well, truth be told, the main reason I'm here was I was told that Matsuno worked on some of the content. That's the primary reason why I'm here, because I'm a big fan of his work. Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy XII. Yes. Da. So yeah, I've been told that there is some content he worked on, so I'm looking forward to that. Work some of the highlights in this? Yeah, I figured. That dude is awesome. Be a bit before you get to his content. I'd also been told that it's near the end, like near the end of the expansions. Rama? Oh no, this is the Elder. What's up, Elder?
Finally, fresh air. Maybe not so fresh, but better than before. Oh, Sinister One is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Did Walking One vanquish the many-legged one? This one is grateful to Walking One. This one is called Frixio, eldest of these ones in Little Solace.
Oh, my head. Alpha Squad reporting in, sir. Nothing of note of Larskill, sir. Understood.
Oh, yes.
Return to Area 12. Damn it all, where's that accursed Aiken hiding?
Yeah, there's tons of flashback guidance.
No sign of wizard friend. I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order the search perimeter be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gradanians to his presence, to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Suffering from flashbackitis, yes, very much so. Loath though I am to admit it, I found no evidence to suggest that Rama will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god that does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I would strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when last I looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their Aiken. Really, Centurion? Were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was a kindness. Better deal in truth than in dead to one's own god, I suppose. If you believe in such things. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose, if you believe in such things. I like how relatively more grounded the first three, ARR, Heavensward, and Stormblood, are compared to what comes after, personally. Okay.
Cool.
Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless. We're so close to completion, I can bear taste it, but at this rate... No, I must be patient. Our efforts will bring fruit in due time. What was it you always said? Ah, yes. Though it bringeth down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility, if not we? In that alone, you were right, Garland. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright, that Lord Balthasar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it. Man, good laughs make a good voice. I need to work on some of mine. Those walking ones did for Noxai. This one is certain of it. This one fears that other taken ones also suffered the same fate. This one is convinced. Walking ones often have black hearts, seem only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Neroxia, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones among the walking ones, there are good ones as well. Oh, man. Migraines of the West. Does walking one feel unwell? Get these weird visions. This one would know. What brings walking one to this place? I've tried to get help too. Came to one's rescue? Came to this one's rescue at Neroxia's bidding? Then this one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Lord Rama. Then this one will provide answers. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. This one will return to little solace. When walking one is ready, please come and see this one. This one. These ones may speak properly then. Duh. Then it is settled that this one accompany walking one outside. It's this away. All right. So I think I'm going to report to Boscarin, and I think I'll need to stop at that time. Okay. You keep giving me that notification. Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder is well. Thank the gods for that. I don't rightly know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Felixio did not come to any harm. Ah, but there I go tempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Sarahan and the Twin Adder both. You've done Gridania a great service this day, lad, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers in so doing. Be sure and come by whenever you feel like a drop of Kakura in firewater. Give me that money. This Gren has something he wants delivered to the Sylphs. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. This Azima rose oil. It's a gift to celebrate the self-return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together. And the 12th wood with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridania and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. Okay. How far away is food? I don't want to get too far in. Alright, 10 minutes. Okay. I will travel to them. What's up, Foliot? Foliot would be most grateful to you if you could hunt down some Garlean interlopers in his stead. You're back, lad. And something tells me you've not come for a flagon of Buscarad's ale. All the better that. I just overheard some Garlean stragglers was seen in Twelveswood. And you know they're not like to be up to any good. Me, why, I'd be nothing more than to put the gutless horse into myself, but I fear other duties to attend to this day. They're counting on you, lad. One down, one up. Alright. And what am I doing here exactly? Investigating locations, huh? Do-do-do-do-do-do. That's a hostile presence. Third cohort executor. Must be able to see him. Okay, kill him. Got it. Hum-dum-dum-dum-dum. It's a hostile presence. Got him. Alright, we'll head back. You get so much experience from the main story quest. It's usually better to leave the regular side quest to an alternate job. It's possible to level like 3 different jobs at the same time while doing main story quest, in my experience. Yeah, I also had it recommended that I like leave the yellow exclamations alone. Someone else has suggested that. Sounded like our laying dogs as swift as sure as I saw to me me duties, did ye? On behalf of the old man Buscaran and me compatriots here at the Druthers, ye have me gratitude, and then some. What with ye myself seeing to matters, lad, I tell you, no flagon of mead or Garlean troublemaker on or about these premises. It's safe.
If it weren't for a yellow exclamation mark, I wouldn't have gotten that little bug minion.
Yeah. I'm mainly after the oh, what are they? The lore, mainly.
Yeah.
And the little exclamation points give me a bit of lore.
Yes.
Not a lot, but a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like I said, someone else also recommended I skip it, but I don't know. I'm just... If I'm here, I'm going to be here for the story. All of it.
If you decide to start again, you know exactly what to skip.
Yeah. I'm not saying to skip it, just have at least one extra job to use them in parallel with doing main side quests.
Oh.
Alright, where am I going? Alright, hold up. Last Shroud? That appears to be where I'm headed, alright. Okay, let's go to Last Shroud then. I will take what you said under advisement. It's possible I just don't understand what you're saying. That's happened several times where I understood what someone was saying after the fact.
MSQ.
Main story quest.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like they're almost here.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, just a suggestion. I appreciate it. Like I said, I have backseating okay, so I'm perfectly fine with suggestions. In fact, encourage them. But don't always follow them. Go ahead and set this as my home point, just in case something goes horribly wrong as I go over here. And again, food should be delivered in the next minute or two.
Hopefully they didn't just deliver down the street. Okay, here we go.
What's up, Alexia?
A gift from Walking One Bascarin? A gift for these ones?
Yep, here, have some rose oil.
Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One Bascarin and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception. But this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever.
Yay! Money. What's up, Alexia? Alexia wishes to know you... Wishes to show her... Alexia wishes to show you her immense gratitude.
This one wishes to thank the Adventuring One. Adventuring One saved the Elder One. But this one must ask a favor first. Will Adventuring One bring 3 bottles of fresh blood? In Morbid's is morbid favor, this one knows, but must have fresh blood from vile ones known as Zhigas. Here, Adventuring One, take blood bottles. Use on almost dead vile ones to take fresh blood.
That is kind of morbid, thank you. What's up, Camuxio? Camuxio wants you to discuss peace with Fruxio. I believe there's food on our front doorstep. Let me get this started, and we will save and end for this morning.
This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones.
Ah, there you are, Pieter. We've just been hearing... Wrong voice. We've just been hearing the tales of your deeds of daring do. Well done.
The Walking Ones who waited in Roxia. This one is grateful.
Pleasure to be of service. If you don't mind me asking, how did your misadventure come about?
This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, this one decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. These ones watched too closely, and Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Totorak. Would that this one had not. In Totorak, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to many-legged ones.
A sinister one robed in black. Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about this than I am?
You're kidding.
Elder Fruxio. We come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. Here you are.
This one sees, so Walking Ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Rama.
Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Leven but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. It is not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they didn't want anything to get in the way of that. This is why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you.
This one well knows and respects Horned One, Kenisena. Be assured, like Walking Ones of Gridania, this ones have no desire for conflict.
This one resorted to summoning Lord Rama to protect the wood from Imperial Ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Rama was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. Another flashback!
These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but does not know how, and still does not know how. Touched ones, meanwhile, want to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace, where all the ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Rama. But Walking Ones in Gridania do not fear touched ones or Lord Rama. Unlike under other primal ones, Lord Rama is not callous or cruel. So long as Walking Ones do not trespass on this one's ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, Walking Ones do not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As is once said, these ones desire peace with Walking Ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by their primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Rama's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile toward trespassers. But what about the abductions? A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered Sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Rama. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back to the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Fruxio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Kenisena. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Rama to rest. That Sylph's very reasonable. That Sylph Elder is very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. What was that jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Walking Sands and tell Minophilia all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you could deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. And away they go. Please wait, Walking One Pieter. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Rama, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow this crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of this one's trust. Thanks, bro. I believe we have half at this point. Yep. Halfway through ARR then. This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal this one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses touched ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for touched ones. Alright. And with that, I think I will stop for lunch. I should be back tomorrow. I think tomorrow morning I'll be able to stream. And then tomorrow afternoon I will be off to do things with the WAF. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you coming by and making suggestions and having a conversation and hanging around. Oh, thanks for follow too. Have a great one, Jessica.